Very good afternoon, everyone joining us with the Papare for the final game of the first round of the Dialog Schools Rugby League 2025 happening here at Science College ground. Science hosting St. Anthony's College from Katugastota. Important clash for these two teams, still winless in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. And these two teams will move to the bowl segment, so a win here would be very important as they carry those points towards the bowl segment in the second round of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Science College went down in 4 games, but very close encounters. Other than the Wesley game, all the other 3 encounters against DS, Senanayaka, St. Peters and Nalanda were closely contested games. And for St. Anthony's also, they were in position of winning those games but couldn't finish it off. So they are languishing in bottom of the points table in Group A. And these two teams need the victory today to kickstart their bowl segment in the Dialog Schools Rugby League. Weather forecast today, it's very hot and humid here. We are also struggling at the moment with the heat, and the players will also feel that heat, but ground conditions are very suiting for a fast open rugby, which Science College are known for. And joining with me in commentary, Kevin, very good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Nilhan. Extremely hot is an understatement, because these are tough conditions, trying conditions for both the sides, especially for St. Anthony's. They played all 4 games up there at Nithavela under cloudy conditions, and these are the highlights from the previous week. Trinity beating Thurston comprehensively 48 points to 19, and this was St. Joseph's College going down to Royal 33 points to 14, and we also had an upset, Sumangala beating Vidya the 24 points to 12. What a win that was for Sumangala. And this was Wesley winning over St. Anthony's 24 points to 3. And we also had Mahanama beat Thomas's 50 points to 35. And just to remind all our viewers, these were the highlights from the week before, not the previous week. And this was Kingswood beating Zahira, and we also had St. Peter's narrowly winning the game against Science 29 points to 23. And Dharmaraj lost to Isipatana 32 points to 19. And we had Anand going down to DSRI 22 points to 18. And these are the highlights from the week before, not the previous week. We had a few exciting results in the previous week. And these were the results from the previous week. Nilhan, DSRI beating Science 26.29. Again, another very close game for Science. And Sri Sumangala winning their second game of the season, beating Thurston 33 points to 20. And Dharmaraja went down to St. Thomas's College at home 48 points to 5. And Zahira went down to Isipatana in a closely contested game 38 points to 27. And Trinity beat St. Joseph's College 29 points to 7 at CRNS.
Those games, and we had 8 games in the final week of week 5. Thurston College getting a victory over Vaidya. That's their first win of the Schools Rugby League as they've got promoted last year. Wesley College give a hard time for Anand, the 43-11 comprehensive victory. And then the big one at St. Thomas's College grounds yesterday, the defending the knockout champions this year, Isipatana College. First time going down to a Thomian outfit that is challenging for the title this year, 36-24 there. And up at Pallikale, another 2 unbeaten teams locked on. Trinity 34 points to 12, not allowing Royal College to cross the whitewash ones. That's something to look forward with. The Bradby comes in another few weeks' time. St. Peter's College 24-17. They were in the lead 24 points to 5, and DSN came back in the last 10 minutes, but it was too little too much for the Senanakans. And then St. Joseph's, this game was tipped to be a close one, but hammered Sri Sumangala College 67 points to 7. Kingswood easily got over the line, beating Dharmaraj 27-17, and Zahira College ran in 10 tries to defeat Mahanama 58 points to 17. So 8 games gone, 1 more game happening today. St. Anthony's will face Science College in this encounter. So lots to look forward from the Science College grounds in Mount Lavinia. We'll take a short commercial break and we'll come back with more action.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Ramen පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වාදන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
විහිළු නෙමේ ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැටකට සුපර්.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස. සැරටම එන්ජොයි කරන්න පාටි එකට ගෝ.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Hi, I'm Tarinder Rajwat. To all the schools participating in the Schools Rugby League 2025, we wish you all the very best and good luck.
සමදා සමහන් සමදා සුවෙන්.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්තු පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමු.
තව summer refreshment the train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චම්මලි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස් ටෙක්ස් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කින් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Our forests come in many forms. They can be up in the hills or down in the plains, fed by the rain or sculpted by the sun. Our forests are deeply rooted in us. They are a living inspiration.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි. Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff. Hamasitakma pipide, rasa lemon rasa ye. Jeevithayama mihirai, Maliban lemon puff puff, lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, Maliban lemon puff, children lemon.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැරිලත් එක්ක. තමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotimi. Fun tamai.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සදහමයි.
Welcome back to the live action. We are here at the Science College grounds where St. Anthony's College will be taking on Science College in a crucial game. Both these teams are dropped down to the bowl segment and they are still winless. And this is how the points table stands at Group 1A. Wesley College are leading the tally with 29 points, 5 games, 5 wins. And St. Peter's College with that defeat against Wesley and a win against TSC Nanaika yesterday are at the second position with 24 points, and TSC Nanaika are at the third position with 18 points, and Anand are at the fourth position with 12 points. Anand and TSC Nanaika will make their way into the plate segment, and Science College and St. Anthony's College fill up those final two positions as both of them are winless, but Science College have 5 bonus points behind their name, while St. Anthony's College has only 3 bonus points behind their name.
And that 5 bonus points shows that they have scored 4 tries or lost it within 7 points. So that's basically 5 points from bonus points that will help them in the standings. And this game is crucial for them in the bowl segment. They are the firm favourites in that bowl segment. Looking at the Group 2A, St. Thomas is topping it with the victory. And they have the clean slate of 5 wins with 5 bonus points, so 30 points the maximum that they can get. They have got it. And Isipatana losing yesterday the Thomians salvage at the second place with 24 points. And Kinsut, who went down to the top 2 teams in the first 2 weeks but continuously winning 3 consecutive weeks, they have climbed up to 20 points. And Zaira, after winning against Mahanama, have secured their spot in the plate segment. And Mahanama, just a solitary win over Dharmaraja, gets them 6 points. And the Rajans, the 2013 winners of the Dialog ViU Rugby League, are salvaging at the bottom of the table with 5 losses and no bonus points also. That means they have not got closer to in any of these 5 games. So lots to look forward for Mahanama and Dharmaraja as they move into the bowl segment.
Well, we'll now quickly have a look at Group 3A, where we had a few interesting games happen yesterday. The big game of the week, Trinity College taking on Royal, and Trinity beating Royal comprehensively to retain that top position and keep that unbeaten tag intact. They've gone 5 wins in 5 games, and they are with 30 points behind their name and at the top of the table, while Royal are at the second position with their defeat against Trinity yesterday with 24 points. St. Joseph's with 16 points are at the third position. Sri Sumangala with 12 points are at the fourth position. And St. Joseph's and Sumangala will make their way into the plate segment, while Thurston surprisingly beat Vidyartha yesterday. And what a win that was, their first win since being promoted to the top division, and they are at the fifth position. And Vidyartha, after getting a brilliant start over St. Joseph's, drawing the match in the dying seconds, have not managed to win a single game or get at least a positive result. Since then, they are at the last position with 5 points, and these are the standings of the Dialog Schools Rugby League. And today we have a very crucial game, and these are the top point scorers. Dennis Chamudita climbed up the ladder after that game against St. Anthony's. He scored 2 tries, 3 penalties and 3 conversions. What a game it was, and he moved up to the top position with 59 points. Dilruwan Pereira of Science College is at the second position with 53 points, while Didula Jayasuriya with 45 and Idris Farooq with 44 and Abdul Hadi with 42 will complete the next 3 positions.
Dinesh leading the Anand outfit with the points. And the top try scorers, Didula Jayasuriya with 9 tries for Royal College, and followed by Minuloyat. They gave it 8 tries for Trinity. And the other Royal winger, Dinuka Pereira, also in this list with 6 tries. And Avishka Pereira from St. Thomas's with 5 tries, and Kamin Jayasinghe of Isipatana with 5 tries completes the top try scorers. These tallies are before the 5th week, so few changes will be there after the completion of the 5th week. And at the moment, Didula Jayasuriya leading the pack by scoring 9 tries.
Well, a lot to look forward to in the day, but before that, we'll go for another quick commercial break. On the other hand, we'll bring more action from the Science College grounds.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. Just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit. Never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
As the pioneer in Sri Lanka's bottled water industry, American Water has set the standard for over 3 decades to help you stay hydrated wherever you may roam, to provide healthy hydration for your whole home, and to nourish your growing family. With island-wide distribution, we've reached the homes and hearts of every Sri Lankan, ensuring healthy hydration for all. For over 30 years, we've brought the Earth's bounty directly to you, wherever you are, whatever your needs.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat Car Radials. The road is yours.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Hi, I'm Janiduli Lishan. 2025 පාසල් රග්බි තරඟාවලියේ සෙල්ලම් කරන හැමෝටම හොඳින් සෙල්ලම් කරන්න මම සුබ පතනවා.
වතුර වත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මනම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රසයක් බැයිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Superset for bricklaying and plastering. Tokyo Superset. Do it right the first time.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
There's always excitement when two teams who haven't won yet in the season take on each other in the last week of the first round. As St. Anthony's College will be taking on Science College here at the Science College grounds, and we are just moments away from this game, and a lot of excitement around this game, as one of these teams will end up the day with a W behind their name, unless the game ends up in a draw, Nilhan.
Their campaign of the ball segment today. The try today will be captured. It has some additional value today. Boost their confidence.
Both teams are ready. Let us rise.
Well, playing 4 games at Nithawala and coming to Colombo won't be easy for St. Anthony's. These are different conditions, trying conditions, and all the 4 games that St. Anthony's played at Kandy were under muddy conditions. It was cloudy all around, but today it's screeching, or rather scorching hot here at Mount Lavinia. And Science and St. Anthony's are ready for their final lineup before the game starts, as the college anthems of both the teams are being played here at Mount Lavinia. Those were the 2 college anthems of Science College and St. Anthony's College, as we are all set to kick off proceedings here at the Science College grounds. And this is the St. Anthony's College team card. Their forwards will consist of Sanit Ratnayaka, Amanik Naika, Shenin Netsara, Dinuka Jasundar, Sharon Jayatunga, Johan Kingston, Mohammad Tanish, and Ravindu Gregory. Johan Kingston, of course, making his way into the team after 2 long weeks. He received a blue card in the second week. And their backs will consist of Omita Disanayaka, Deshan Lienagid, Daham Darshana, Vimukti Kodikara, Randir Pereira, Johan Gunawardra, and Kalpa Lakmin. And those backs will finally have better conditions to play. They have been good for Anthony's despite their results. And the replacement for St. Anthony's will be Sena Ratna Prema Ratna Karuna Nayaka Vitana, Gunawardana, Abekun, Sampat, Samarasingh, Bandara, and Kirti Siri.
Will be the fun 3, and Damita Hettiar, Archie and Udan Gamage will complete the first 5, and Sithira Madhushankar, Manupa Methviru, and Demita Silva will be the third row, and 19 combination Methuka Edrusuri and Peshara Mahabu Tage will be the new combination for Science College, with Hiruka Edirising and Manula Apedira will be the centre pairing, with Akila Rajapaksha and Ritnuka Dabare in the wings, and the skipper Thiruvan Pereira will be the last man standing for the home side. Replacements Lirachi Bandara, Ruwan Vella, Medu Tilakaratna, Yashin, Ivansha Chandupa, Vitanage and Ishak will complete the match day 25 for the Science College. It's all set for the game. Anthems done, introductions are done, and we are few minutes away from live action. Referees also are ready, as these two teams have their last team talks before this game. And finally, as you said, Kevin's St. Anthony's line will get some good conditions after torrid raining conditions at Nithavala in all 4 games, which didn't allow them to show their maximum what they are expected. So this will be an ideal opportunity. And on defense also, they are facing one of the best 3-quarter lines that Science College always are there, with this speed runs and sidestepping skills. So all to look forward for a fast open game of rugby.
Well, we are a couple of minutes late from the scheduled kickoff time, which is 4:15 p.m. But finally, the Science number 10, Thiruvan Pereira, who's the second highest point scorer of this season, will kick off proceedings for Science and for this game. And the referee today is Gihan Yatawar, as Thiruvan Pereira has the ball. Gihan Yatawar blows the whistle, and we are off here at the Science College grounds.
Here a high hanging kick straight into the hands of Opinta Disanaika, and he returns the exit, and good collection there by Abedira. And now Science College with skipper Pereira goes into corner. Now forwards come for support, but good passage of play, good turnover there by the Antonians. And now Disanaika will look for options as he goes back to Deshan Lienage, and he puts the boot, and the kick is good as Science Daham Darshana goes back to collect the kick, and he puts the ball out. So a territorial gain for the Antonians after a fabulous turnover, which they managed to stop the Science College outfit, especially the one Pereira was brought down, and the Antonians turning the ball in that ruck. And then the kicking battle, which the Antonians have gained valuable meters forward. Now the first set piece of the game, and Evan Ekanaika will be the man throwing into this line out. And small held up in play. And now Evan gets the ball to throw into this 5-man line out. Connection is good. Disanaika sent into in again. Now the big number 12 Vimutti Kodikar goes into contact, setting things up. And now to Shevin Netzel. He goes into contact now, setting things up. His skipper asking the support of Jaya Sundara there. Turnover there by Science College with a knock forward from Jaya Sundara. Puts the kick and backpedaling, and then unfortunately the bounce of the rugby ball favouring Science, but a knock forward from Minula Abedir, giving some breathing space for the Antonians.
Really fortunate there, the Antonians, that could have really made a difference. And Science knocking the ball forward when it mattered the most has allowed St. Anthony's to win back position and get a scrum. Will be a defensive scrum for them, as the skipper Omiti Disanaika has to do a good job here, feeding it in, collecting it out, passing the ball to Lianage, who will most probably bring that clearance kick into play. Here's Disanaika feeding the ball in, collects it out, looks for Lianage, finds Lianage, but Lianage opts to go on the out, and Kalpa Lakmina has some space. Can Kalpa Lakmina get more distance there? I beg your pardon, it was not Lakmina, it was Johanna Gunawardana. And St. Anthony's slowly and steadily making strides here. Gunawardana yet again has Randir in the inside. Randir collects it. He has gone down as Kalpa picks the ball. St. Anthony's inside the 40-meter mark here. Inching forward are the Antonians. Lakminan up to the bigger number 1. He drags the Science player, goes down. This time Momitali Sarai collects the ball to Lianage. Here's Kodikara. It is very important that St. Anthony's be patient here. They have been guilty of knocking the ball forward from prime territory. We saw it a couple of times in the dying moments of the game, even in the last week, where St. Anthony's received a scrum inside the 22 yards, 22 meters rather. They knocked the ball forward, and this time they're being a bit more patient here. Can they find some space? Here's Lianage to Kodikara. Kodikara still on his feet. Finally has been brought down. Lakmina collects the ball, and fortunately for St. Anthony's, it was knocked back as Omituri Sanaika tries to go through the defense of Science. Couldn't really find many meters, and Science have turned over proceedings here. Good from them.
A good piece of defensive work, and unfortunately this Sanaika, they're giving away the penalty. His knee was down and he just had to release the ball and regather it, but he didn't do that, so that's why they get the penalty. And good kick from Science College takes them just outside the 50-meter line. With Sithira Madhushanka now will throw into this 5-man line out. Antonians will contest this, but good collection there by Gamage. Now the ball sends out to the Science center Hiruke Abedira. Good pass, but a big tackle on the Ruan Pereira there by the Antonian Rajapaksha. Now a big carry from Dinukajaya Sundara for Science. The Singh puts the box kick, collected well by the Antonians. Now will look to spread it wide. Still going strong are the Antonians now. They have numbers if they want to use this. That's Ritnuka. That's Johan Gunawardana, and now floats it to Karpal Akmina. And Karpal Akmina will go for the first time on a bank try for the Antonians.
This was what was lacking from the Antonians in the previous weeks, which was bringing that team game into play. It was more or less one-man efforts that has got St. Anthony's tries in the previous few weeks, and now with better conditions, they have done immensely well to culminate that try. And Karpal Akmina is having a wonderful season despite the form of his team. That is his third try in 2 weeks, and Lakmina has the opportunity to add more points for the Antonians. Here's Lakmina lining himself up to add 2 more points, and Lakmina's kick goes through. St. Anthony's get the early lead here. It's 7 points to nil.
It all started with Johan Gunawardana making a run, and he had the presence of mind to pass it to Karpal Akmina. And he had, as we see, the pass from Johan Nunaratna to Lakmina, and Science College couldn't stop him.
Well, seems like we are having a small break because there's some blood on the wrist of Karpal Akmina, and it has to be cleaned away before play can resume or Karpa can resume. Good start this is for the Antonians, and this is one of the aspects that they look to build on. St. Anthony's have got the lead in a couple of games. They got the lead against St. Peter's, if you can remember, Nilhan. We were in the commentary box in that game, but since then it was all Peters, but they can't afford to do here. because this is a very important game. These points will be carried forward into the bowl segment, and St. Anthony's wouldn't want to lose points here, knowing that there is a danger of getting relegated. St. Anthony's are one of the teams who hasn't been relegated in quite a few while, and they will want to keep that tag intact as Lavinia slots the ball, puts it into his boot. Not a lot of power behind that kick, as the number 11 Akila Rajapaksa collects the ball, and he has been dragged out of touch by Lavinia and Randir. A collective effort there from the Antonians.
Yeah, this Antonian line, as we earlier spoke, finally getting an opportunity and showing that they are here to run. And talking about relegation, they just need 2 wins out of the games. So if they can get one here, and getting another one won't be a problem for this side, who have competed against DSA, Nanak and Anand, also gave them a run. And now good collection there by Mohammad Tanish for the Antonians. Now using the ball is the big man for the Antonians. That's Jayatung. And penalty given away by Ivan Ekanaika there. Now Pesher puts the ball into touch, and another ideal opportunity for the Science College outfit, who have not got some attacking opportunities in this game, because St. Anthony's are always looking to run.
Here's the hooker for Science with the line out throw an important one. This is for Science. They have conceded one from the other side, as Juan Pereira collects the ball, looks for space, still goes on his own, finally has been brought down. Science with momentum, with good territory here. Can they find a way to cut that deficit down? Here's their number 5 who moves forward. That was Demita Silva. Science are looking for space, looking to barge through this Antonian defense. And here's Pereira yet again, goes out wide, and Science getting some space there, inches away from the whitewash. The home side. Pereira yet again goes in. Desperate defense coming in from the Antonians. They know that they can't allow Science to get back into the game just after they scored, and here's some space. Can they find more meters with this move? They have to be patient here. On the other hand, St. Anthony's can't afford to commit any fouls, give away penalties, and that is exactly what Science would hope for as well. Keep this move going, trying to milk a penalty or two. As Science goes out wide to Pereira. Pereira, can he increase his score tally? He has been brought down. Patient play from Science and Ilhan.
They continue on for about 10 races now, Science College. Patient play, as you said, and Antonians also not giving away a penalty so far. They've been defending well, as now the big man Tamita Silva, go-to man for those big carries. Now the centre Abedira shows and goes, but still short of the line. Now to the big Silva, the big boy for Science College. Ball is ripped out, but open play, and the pass is fumbled by Science College. And St. Anthony's, after all those defensive work, finally gets the mistake from the Science boys. They were the edge in the try line, but unfortunately couldn't gather the final pass.
Brilliant work that is from the Antonian defense. They haven't been at their best throughout the season, especially in the previous week. They committed 2 back-to-back fouls in such positions, going high onto the attacker, and they received a red card in that process. And now they've done a lot of homework there to not commit penalties in such a territory, especially defending just in front of that whitewash. And unfortunately, a Science player has gone down. He doesn't seem to be doing good. It is an injury on his knee. as what it seems for us.
Yeah, it's a heavily strapped knee also, so that will be an injury that he's been carrying throughout the season. So that's does not look good for the player down for Science College. They were in the attack and he got through the attacking moves. Unfortunately, I think that could be the end of the game for him. But we'll wait for the medics to clear him off. And talking about the 10 minutes, something which we like to see is the Antonians running. We saw that from the initial stages, knowing that Sajay Kumara brings in a lot of running rugby, and finally they get the platform to showcase it, and they have shown that they can run.
Well, Nilhan, despite both the teams are not winning a single game, the ways that they've played the game have been a lot different. St. Anthony starts the game well, but they don't find a way to finish the game. On the other hand, Science always come back into the game in the second half, in the final few minutes, and they somehow managed to cut that scoreline down despite not getting a win. And St. Anthony's here, after getting the lead, has to make sure that they continue from where they started, despite having more time left. On the other hand, Science will be hoping that they can somehow score and keep up with the scoreline of St. Anthony's here, as the Antonians have a defensive scrum inside their own 22. Can't afford to make any mistakes here. Here's the skipper, Omta Dissanayake, with the ball, waiting to feed the ball in. Dissanayake feeds it in, collects it out, and he has knocked it. He has knocked it forward. That is what I was talking about. He can't afford to make any mistakes, but his teammates hasn't really done him a favor or his team a favor here, because it was always going to be trouble when you had to reach that forward to collect the ball out of the scrum.
You have to give credit for the Science. All the forwards, they are putting on the pressure on the scrum, and Antonians wanted to win that ball and exit, but knock forward from Dissanayake. Now ideal opportunity for Methu Singh, and he has Minula Bedira also, but uses the short side with Damit Silva breaking through from the back of the scrum. Now again, same business for Science College. Pick and go is what they did in this few minutes. But this time they get a penalty, and a penalty advantage on. And still Science College trying to go, but good pressure from the Antonians there. Referee had to go back for that penalty, as skipper Diruan Pereira shows and steps back in and scores the first Tamana Bank try for Science College. And he adds 5 more points to his tally in the top try scorers list.
Couldn't have asked for a better try than that. Diruan Pereira, the skipper, one of the top point scorers in the league, adding 5 more points to his score tally. It was too easy for Science when they won that scrum. And they have made sure that they don't make any mistakes, and they haven't done so, as Diruan Pereira has the opportunity to add the 2 points, get all 7 points, and equalize the proceedings here for Science. Diruan Pereira with the conversion, with the opportunity to equalize. The distance is not that far, the angle is not that hard, and Diruan Pereira makes no mistakes with his conversion, and it is 7-all here at the Science College grounds.
Yeah, we have seen a lot from Diruan Pereira in this season, and he is one of the men who will take that quick tap in those short distances, and he knows that he can break through these 2 or 3 defenders with his power and stepping skills. We saw that in the St. Peter's game also. He took a quick tap in the 5 meter and went over, and he just showed the same thing here, as St. Anthony's kick things off with a long kick, and that ball goes into the dead goal area. So they will have a scrum in the middle just after conceding Antonia's overcooking that restart. And that's not what is expected. You just conceded. You had to just play it to your own game plan and not look for certain unwanted kicks like that. So Science will straight away get opportunity to attack after the scoring.
This has been the case for the Antonians throughout the season, as we spoke about before. They have always found a way to get those first points on the board, but since then they haven't been able to carry that momentum into the half or into the end of the game. And Science now have a scrum right at the 50-meter mark, and seems like St. Anthony's are going to make an early substitution, as their number 19 Satsind Chandupa is ready to make his way in. Will be interesting to see who's the player who will make his way out. Seems like it'll be Chayatung, if I'm not wrong. Early substitution, coach showing that he's not really happy with how the proceedings have gone so far. And Science with that scrum have taken the ball out, has knocked the ball forward. St. Anthony's with possession now. They should look to keep the ball with them as Gregory goes in front. And this time it's the number 4. And St. Anthony's have found some space and not cleanly releasing the ball while he was going down. Good defensive work from Science after losing position there.
The forwards continuing play. He went down, put the pop pass in, and finally gave the ball to skipper Omita Disanayaka. And he was finally bundled into touch. So Science making that early mistake. They had the platform to attack. And now with the 5-man line out, Science secures the ball now. Tiruvan Pereira passing it to Damita Siva there. And Science will try to exit with Edrising passing it to Pereira. Pereira puts the boot, a long one. And that goes into touch and brings play near the halfway mark for Science. Now Antonians with the throwing. Just need to get sorted their attacking play. Play a bit patient rugby. And then they can use this back line who've been performing well in this first 17 minutes or so in this game.
Well, there was a decent kick-off from Diruvan Pereira taking place just inside that 50-meter mark. Avaneka Naik with the line out through for the Antonians. The Antonians have opted to go for a long throw. Not good. Science have won back position. They are with momentum now. Avaneka Naik more or less have opted to go for long throw-ins throughout the season. That has been their strategy as Diruvan Pereira finds some space. But his pass was not so good as his companion has knocked it forward. So St. Anthony's have won the scrum back. Lucky there for Anthony's because Diruvan Pereira looked like he was going to find space and he was going to make a clean pass towards his wing who was waiting on the right hand side. If that pass was a bit cleaner, could have been curtains for the Antonians.
Yeah, there Diruvan Pereira broke through and passed it to Akila Rajapaksha. The pass was low, that hit Akila Rajapaksha just kicked it forward, and that's why the Antonian knock-on came first and then the Science knock-on second. So Science gets the ball as Damita Silva breaks away from the scrum, and St. Anthony's putting on the pressure. And now Edrising will look for his forwards to join in the party as Lasit Nimnaka takes the ball into contact. Now Edrising will look for his box kick as he gets some more space with Damita joining in that broadcast. Now good collection there by the Antonians. Puts the cross kick in and the new man in Harusha Vitana gets straight brought into the action. And now Pereira returns the favour back for the Antonians. And some kick tennis happening here at Mount Lavinia as Antonians now looks to run with Kalpalakmina with a try on his belt. beaming in confidence, brings play in the halfway mark as a delayed pass by Omita Disanayaka. Play on is the call because that was a charge down, so everyone is in onside positions. Now Disanayaka, long pass to Gunawardana there, knock forward in that process from Gunawardana, giving the ball back to Science College. So few knock forwards have been coming the last few minutes, and this game has turned out to be a stop-start affair after the initial flare we saw in this game.
Absolutely, but Science have enjoyed moves, number of possessions since St. Anthony's scoring that try. And after equalizing proceedings, they have done a lot better than the Antonians, getting possession back regularly. And this 1 minute water break is a very important one under the conditions that we are playing here today. The sun has not decided to go down as of now.
It was squared at 7 apiece here at Mount Lavinia. 20 minutes. A try from Kalpalakmina. And in reply, Science skipper Teruan Pereira, the sole warrior for the Mount Lavinia outfit this season, has also gone and scored for Science College now. Just 20 minutes in the clock, 15 minutes remaining. It's all to play for at Mount Lavinia. Very hot and humid conditions taking a lot toll on the players. The water break was very important for all 30 players plus the referees here. This scrum issues for both the front rows continue as referee laying down the law, asking them to be patient and wait till the call.
Advising with the feeding. And Science have taken the ball out through their number 5, Temita Silva. They've scored the try. They have the momentum. They have to look to inch forward here. One thing that has been lacking from both the sides is that they have not found a way to finish up good moves, and yet again knowing that the touch was just a few meters away, you should have opted to keep the ball intact, try to get the pass into the center instead of trying to go from the outside, because there was not a lot of space there. Anyways, a defender from the Antonian lineup will be charging down. Should have known better. They are the number 7 of Science, Manup Methwiru.
Yeah, they are using the shorter side, but I think the Antonian defense is there on spot now. Not a clean line out, but finally the ball comes out for the Ishan Lienege, spreading it to skipper, and Kalpalakmina offloads it to the winger for St. Anthony. Still going strong and does not release the ball, so he gives away the penalty. Holding on penalty, and straight away Tiruvan Pereira, spotting some space, takes a quick tap and moves forward and takes their team and gets another penalty. 2 quick penalties, holding on and now again on defense, not releasing the tackler. So 2 quick penalties from Antonians have given a lot of territory for the Science College outfit.
Well, a small halt in the game as the match official have spotted a few committee members from the Science running along with the ball. You don't see that very often in other grounds, but considering that this is a very close space, you can expect such things to happen, and good from the officials to make sure that this doesn't happen from here on, Ilhan.
Yeah, they have got the fences, so everyone should be outside of the playing area. And that's what the match commissioner also told the both teams, and especially the hosting team also, that they have to keep the spectators out of that. And this passage of play, this will hurt Science. They had the momentum going with a few penalties given by Anthonians. This will give Anthonians a breather and killing the momentum that the Science had with this stoppage.
Well, as you said, momentum was with Science, and maybe this short break could give a breather for the Antonians. They had the time to set their defense line up, and now Science have opted to go for that touch finder as Minula Abedira slots the ball in for a touch finder, takes play just outside of that 40-meter mark.
Yeah, good kick from Minula Abedira there. And now it's very important that the Anthonians, if they can spoil this line out, Science have spoiled their line outs throughout this game. It's crucial that if Tarusha Ekanayaka can do it, he does to some extent, but a knock forward from Ekanayaka, giving away another scrum for Science College. And Ravindra Gregory just inquiring why that knock forward was given. The player was in when catching the ball. Karusha Karunaratna's hand was there, and the ball went forward. So another opportunity for Science College with Metno Vedrisinghe looking for skipper Dirwan Pereira. Damita Silva does not run now, offloads it to Peshal to Pereira. Now skipper passes it into the corner for Vithanage. Vithanage still going strong, and he has no space, but good pressure from Anthonians, but Science College keeps the ball with themselves now. Looking for option is Litnika Minka, goes straight into that contact, but a knock forward again from this tight head prop Lisat Nimaka. And Anthonians getting the ball back. They have been on the defensive outfit in the last few minutes of this game, and this X is very crucial for the boys from Karugasada.
Well, we've had more knock forwards than tries being scored in this game in the 24 minutes that we've had, as Omita Disanayaka feeds the ball in, collects it out, finds for support Deshan Lienage, puts the ball to his boots, gets good meters, falls back off the scrum half of Science, and he returns the favour with a chip. And St. Anthony's have quickly taken the ball from that penalty, and that is their number 8, the assistant skipper, Ravindra Gregory. St. Anthony's have to be patient here. Lienage to Pinuka Jayatunga. Can St. Anthony's get some good meters with this move, as Randir Pereira puts the ball to Inshaf. Inshaf from the outside gets a few meters as Kalpa Lakmina, the try scorer, is still on his feet, gets up from the ground, and a lovely offload there from Lakmina to Lienage. St. Anthony's inside the 22 meters with the try line in their visibility. Moving forward, this is where their forwards will come into play. Disanayaka collects the ball out of the ruck. Disanayaka goes down. St. Anthony's now inching forward. They have to be patient here. Science, on the other hand, showing desperate defense as Disanayaka puts the ball into his forward with the try line within their reach. The Antonians are desperate to get the try here. They were just barged off that advertising hoarding along with the post. And the Antonians, have they gone over? Still they haven't. But now they've found a way to score their second Amana Bank try of the game. A much needed try for the Antonians. Momentum was with Science, and it was their number 6, Mohammad Tanish, who has found a way to go over the line to score the second try for the Antonians. And that is a try that possibly gives the chance for Kalpa Lakmina to add 2 points as well, because it was just by the pose.
Yeah, it all started with Randir Pereira and Daham Darshana making that run in the corner, and then the forwards continued to play patiently and played more than 10 phases of pick and goes, and finally Mohammad Tanish finding that one-on-one contest as Kalpa Lakmina slots this over for the extra points. So that takes the tally up to 14 points for the Antonians, and a lot of credit should go for the forward pack. Played in that close quarters patiently, piled on the pressure, and finally Tanish Mohammed won that one-on-one contest against that Science player there, and he managed to go over and score the Amana Bank try, and that will give some confidence back to the Antonians, and he was supported by Johan Kinsett also to make that strong carry to score the second Amana Bank try for.
Absolutely, Nilhan, and the game was in Science's hands for the last few minutes as Deshan Lienage receives the ball and kicks it out of touch and takes play just inside the 50-meter mark. So as I said, momentum was with Science. St. Anthony's were committing a lot of errors, especially knocking the ball forward in multiple occasions. So that was a much needed try, because we are just 6 minutes away from the halfway mark, and St. Anthony's College are with the lead. A 7-point lead, 14 points to 7 is how the scoreline stands. And as far as the Antonians are concerned, it is important for them to continue from this, finish the half strong, and that is a good win from the line out. And St. Anthony's with possession yet again inside their own half. Here's Lienage, puts the ball out wide and he puts it forward. Not good from the Antonians.
Yeah, he just had to go into that contact. He had few Antonians on the support lines at that pass forward, just giving the ball back to the Science team. And now this will give them a platform to attack. Antonians had the better out of the home team in the last few minutes. This time, that forward pass bringing the ball back to the Science outfit as Metnuk Edrisingh uses the shorter side but changes the direction and passes it to Abedira. Abedira still going and gives that pop pass back to Edrisingh. Now no scrum off for Science as Edrisingh has to Rinuka Gazab reacting as scrum off. Now looking for options Science and passes it to their go-to man Tamit Silva. Still no meters gain. Abedira back to the Ruan Pereira. He's barges through but running laterally. Still no meters. Still they have pegged them near the 40-meter line. Now quick ball out to Kirusha Edrisingh to the wing 3 Tarusha Vitana, and he's been sent into touch. Tarusha Vitana coming in into this lineup in place of Papare have been sent into touch a couple of times. He has not got the space to run, and Antonians have covered that aspect brilliantly in this game.
Good work from Johan Gunawardana yet again, taking St. Anthony's away from harm's way as Avaneka Naik will throw the ball in. Goes deep yet again, and St. Anthony's not managing to keep the ball intact as Science have won back possession here. from the line out through. St. Anthony's have to rethink about that strategy of going long with the line out through. They have been guilty of giving possession back a few times in this game and in the season. Here's Science now inching forward. Pereira goes out wide to his number 12, Hiruka Edirisinghe. Edirisinghe goes down. Science, last time when the Antonians scored, it didn't take much time for them to equalize. And with just 3 minutes to go into the halftime break, Science have an opportunity to go forward. Oh, they almost knocked the ball forward there, but fortunately for them it fell backwards. Desperate defense coming in from St. Anthony's. The Antonians clearly know that the halftime is just a few minutes away, so they can't afford to give away a try here. Dilruan Pereira collects the ball off, a lovely offload from his teammate. And St. Anthony's have one possession back, and it is all about clearing the lines here. But instead, Kodikar opts to go on his own. And finally, Lianage gets the ball, clears the line. Play is still inside, and it will go out of the hands of the Science number 23.
Yeah, and Tarusha Vitanage, he was put under pressure by Kalpalakmina there. And Antonians defending a lot, and Kim was on the brink of another Dilruan Pereira magic try, and now they have another opportunity. Attacking one just outside the 40-meter line. Good territory again.
Well, absolutely, and Tarusha Vitanage probably thought that if he doesn't get a hand to that, the ball will get more meters and St. Anthony's will have territory advantage. But now the Antonians have received a line out throw, and a good one. But from Avane Kanayaka, Lianage goes in to centre field as Lakmina finds Inshaf. Inshaf goes through the line, has support inside. Well, the Antonians have won a penalty there. What will they opt to do? Will they go for touch, or will they go at the post? Seems like Lianage will go for that touch find. A good decision from the Antonians. They've taken those 3 points quite a few times in previous games, but that hasn't allowed them to win games, so they are opting to go for the try as the ball goes out of the grounds. And St. Anthony's have a line out throw in prime position, just few meters away from the whitewash. Here's the opportunity to increase that lead at least by 10 to 12 points.
Yeah, with the angle that could have been a challenging one. That's why they went to the corner. On the brink of half-time, Science College giving away that penalty, taking out the scrum off in that ruck from offside position. That's not what is expected from Science. They had to be very disciplined in these breakdowns. That has been the problem for them. And now a line out, a crucial one that Avane Kanayaka has to get this right as they find Gregory. But overthrows, but good collection there by Kingston. And now Antonians just need to play what they did earlier on. Pick and drives in the short quarters. Going strong is Netsara there. Now he has Ratnaik, Senut Ratnaik a few meters away are the Antonians. Netsara comes back. Shevin Netsara. And Tisanaik fumbles the ball there. Just when the prop forward was ready for another big hit, he just couldn't get that pass out.
Opportunity gone begging for the Antonians. They should have really gone on to score there. Say the Science College players, the defense was under immense pressure. But unfortunately for them, Tisanaik trying to collect the ball out of the grounds has knocked the ball forward. So will be a defensive scrum for Science as Methuka Edirisinghe feeds the ball in. He has to do a good job here. Science should clear the lines as soon as they can, but they've opted to take the ball out and go on their own. That was their number 5 there, making meters. Demita Silva Science still with possession. And this time the kick will come as Pereira slots the ball, puts it up. It's still in field, collected by Gunawardena. Gunawardena on his feet. Brilliant from Johan Gunawardena. First to collect the ball, then to stay on his feet. And this time Kodikara gets the ball, puts it to Randy Pereira. St. Anthony's having let a chance go begging just a few seconds ago, right at the brink of halftime, have good territory and possession. They are inside the 40-meter mark. A try here, or a few points here, will give immense confidence for the Antonians when they come back in for the second half. It is just a 7-point lead for them as of now. Here's Lianagate to Kalpa Lakmina. Lakmina sidesteps, finds Randir Pereira. Randir Pereira has a man on the outside but goes on his own. This time Amita Disanayaka goes into Dinuka Jayasundara. St. Anthony's being patient here. That is exactly what is needed from them. From the ground, Kodikara puts the ball into Inshaf, and Inshaf has been dragged out of touch. And that will be halftime. No third try for the Antonians, but they will go into the half with a 7-point lead, courtesy of that opening try from Lakmina and the second try from their number 6, Mohamed Tanish. Not a lot. The difference is not a lot, but St. Anthony's will feel that they could have scored more. So does Science, and this is the confirmation of that halftime score. St. Anthony's 14, Science 7. And we will come back soon after this short commercial break with an enthralling second half.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex. Get. Spray. Go.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
සැරටම enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
The road is yours.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Nava Rexona Sports Defense 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක.
තොමරි අක්කා. ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Dawasam refresh when the train එකට go.
Night Go Pocket Perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
There is a rhythm to island life, where a walk is a dance, where there is work-life flexibility, where fun is serious, and where songs rise out of the sea. The unique and amazing facets of island living inspire us.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
The road is yours.
German-engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
German-engineered tyres for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකෝ දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නැහැ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල්ඩ් 2K waterproofer සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තිය කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චෞමරි අක්කා.
බිත්තියට ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU. At ESU, every class, every opportunity unlocks a new version of yourself. Welcome to the Infinite You. Welcome to ESU.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun tamai.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න. O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Ah, boss, I got you some homemade milk toffee. Shall I bring it now? You know, no matter what others say, you are really important to us. I have never seen anyone care about the company as much as you do.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
Whose fault is this? Looks like someone didn't use Tokyo Super Seal for waterproofing. Tokyo Super Seal. Do it right the first time.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
With just 7 points separating the two sides, St. Anthony is going into the halftime with the lead. And now we have an exciting second half coming your way here from the Science College ground. And these are live pictures brought to you by Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare. This is a very crucial game for both the sides, as both the sides have been dropped down into the bowl segment. And those were the first few points scored by the two teams. It was St. Anthony's who scored the first try, converted it, and Science did the same from the other end. And St. Anthony's College, few minutes before the halftime break, found their second try of the game, which they successfully converted as well. As said, a crucial game for both the sides, both being dropped down to the bowl segment rather. And these points gained from this game will be carried forward into the bowl segment. Still winless both the sides, as St. Anthony's College will kick off proceedings in the second half. Deshan Lenage waits for the whistle to be blown from the referee. Gihan Yatavara has a look at the Science lineup. Gihan Yatavara starts his wash. Gihan Yatavara blows his whistle, and we are set and off in the second half. A high hanging kick from Lenage, collected cleanly by Science there.
Step puts the ball out near the 40-meter mark for Anthony's line up. Both teams we knew that they were making more progress with these hits. Now the collection is good.
Here's Lian again up. Puts the ball into his try scorer Tanish, and Tanish couldn't collect it, but the ball still with the Antonians. So Mithil Disanayake breaks a few steps, and he has gained some good meters for the Antonians here. Referee Kihan Yatavar wants to have a few words with the referee. He wants to have a look at the screen here. Wonder whether it was for that possible knock-on from the Antonians. Well, from this angle, it seems like it came off the legs of the science player, but the referee Gihan Yatavere wants to have a second viewing. This is what happened there. Deshan Lianage passing the ball to Tanish. Tanish getting that offload. Does the ball bounce off the science player? Will be a scrum in favor of St. Anthony's. We're good from referee Gihan Yatavar. He wasn't really sure, and he was informed by his AR possibly to have a look at what really unfolded there. Tanish going down trying to pass the ball, and it came off a science player there.
Yeah, he just went back and checked that knock forward and he stayed with his own decision. So now Anthonians with the opportunity. Lianage will try to find some space with Mandir Pereira. Quick ball out from Kodikara to Pereira. First phase play from Anthonians. Now the forwards joining in the party. Now the big carry by the Anthonian forward there. That's Ratnayake. Now slowly Anthonians making progress. Ball is available. Fumbles it, but Disanayake shows and goes and passes it. Unfortunately, he should have just gone without the pass. Could have found some space, but they have a penalty. Now the decision making time, Kevin, whether they will get the 3 or will they ride on this momentum.
Seems like they are going for another scrum. They are the Antonians. It is good from the Antonians. They know that they are in prime position. It is not a lot far away from the whitewash. So possibly knowing that they've been enjoying position, they've been having the momentum by their side, and these Science defenders are tired because they have done most of the defending in this half since it started. And here's the Antonian number 8, the deputy skipper Ravindu with the breakthrough, just inches away from the try line are the Antonians. They should go over here unless a miraculous save from Science comes in, but it doesn't come in, as St. Anthony's have gone over to score the first try of the second half and the third Amana Bank try of the game.
Yeah, that's Chevy Netsara making the big carry forward and going over under the sticks to score that try. And that confidence to take that scrum without going for the 3 points, paying dividends for the Antonians. And they hit back just before the half time, and after the half time also they hit back. Referee will look at the grounding, and he wants to check, have a self review on the grounding.
The on-field call is a try from referee Gihan Yatavara, but he wants to have a look at the last two phases. Just to remind all our viewers, this is just a one camera production, so we might not be able to have definite angles here from the Science College grounds. So this is what unfolded there. That was Gregory breaking off the scrum, gaining good meters for the Antonians. Seems to be all good for the Antonians as of now. And this is where the ball was collected by the try scorer Shenin. Did Shenin ground the ball properly? From this angle, it looks like he has grounded. And referee Gihan Yatavara runs all the way back under the post to avoid the try. So yes, that will be the third Amana Bank try for the Antonians, as Kalpa Lakmina slots the ball in through the post to add 2 more points. So St. Anthony's have the lead. It is 21 points to 7 here at Mount Lavinia.
Yep, big points for the Antonians. The number 1 going under the post and scoring. That's Chevy Netsara, and then Kalpa Lakmina adding that conversion. And 3 Amana Bank tries for the Antonian. Science just need to score next if they want to stay in the hunt for the game. And the decision making from the Sanaika to take the scrum, getting the maximum out, and that gamble paid off. But last Friday for Sri Lanka didn't pay off against UAE. That's how the game goes, Kev.
Absolutely, and St. Anthony's were in similar positions in 2 previous matches. Previous week against Anand, from a similar position, going for that scrum, it didn't pay off. And has Zomita Disanaika knocked the ball forward? No, he hasn't. Play goes on as Randir Pereira.
He has knocked it forward. The referee spotting that with the help of the assistant referee. Just needed to clear the lines. Disanaika, he saw some space, wanted to run, but he had those big front covers in that contact and knocked the ball forward. Now Science ideal opportunity for them. First one in this half. We are into the 10th minute, and now Damita Silva breaks through and he fumbles, and Antonians put the boot to that kick. The ball now Science come off. Vedri Singh is under a lot of pressure, but Science gets the ball out and straight into a contact, but brilliant work from Ivane Kanaik, sending the Science player back. Now looking for options are Rand Abedir now to skipper Pereira, but the football skills not working, and now
well,
there was a collision there. Two Science players down and referee straight away coming and stopping the game.
Not good scenes here from the Science College ground. They had a player injured in the opening half, and now two players have gone down. Seems to be a heavy collision there. And here's the replay of what really unfolded there. Just stepping onto each other, trying to defend off an Antonian. Both players are still on the ground, and Science would hope that these players can get back onto their feet. They are trailing here by 14 points, 2 tries down, 2 converted tries down. Well, the referee wants to have a look at the replay of it yet again. He wants to know whether there was any foul committed by the Antonians there, as this seems to be a serious injury. The stretcher has been brought down. Well, I just had a clear view of what really unfolded on the ground. Seems like an Antonian player is down. Was there a kick involved? Referee Gihan Yatavara has had a clear viewing there. Wonder what his call will be. The players are still down. Horrid scenes here from the Science College grounds. It is always tough to see these players go down, especially with horrible injuries, isn't it, Nilhan?
Yeah, looks like that's the Antonian skipper down, and the coaching staff telling the Antonians to have a chat, led by Kapalakmina, and Science skipper Dirwan Pereira just waiting there to check on his player and the opposite player also. So this looks a bit of a problem for both sides.
The match officials instructing the ambulance to come in to take the player out. Horrible scenes these are from the Science College grounds. Wonder what will this do to the Antonian lineup, losing their skipper. Still, I'm not quite sure whether it is the skipper or any other player from the Antonian lineup.
Looks like that's Tanish. Mohammad Tanish. The try scorer.
Unfortunate for the young Tanish because he wasn't a starter when St. Anthony's went off with the season, getting his opportunity here, scoring a try, and on the same game he has to be stretched off into an ambulance. For any youngster who's going to take up this game, rugby is a game that will give you everything, but safety will always be the number one priority going into the game. So play clean, play hard.
Yeah, this is not good, but we wish him a speedy recovery as the whole crowd applauds him. And blue card also straight away given to Danish. That's it's the process that he's going off with the concussion. And all the officials also there, the match commissioner, MRC of the Antonians, and referee Atavara having a chat with them also before sending this player. So speedy recovery for Danish, something we don't like to see, but unfortunately that's one of the part of the game, and we wish him a speedy recovery.
Hopefully he could recover well and will be able to feature before this season ends. This will be tough on the Antonians, knowing that one of their teammates has to be taken out on an ambulance, and they have to keep playing. $21 points to 7 in favor of St. Anthony's, and they have a scrum inside the 50-meter mark. They had to lose a player due to a horrid injury just a while ago. It was a hit on his head, severely concussed. And Omita Disanayaka puts the ball out to Kodikara. Kodikara not collecting it clean, but still on his feet. And was that a dangerous tackle? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. He was taken off his feet onto the air. Into the air rather. And another Antonian player has gone down, and it is Kalpa Lakmina, who has been the main man for the Antonians. Hopefully he will be back on his feet. The doctor has been advised to come onto the field again. Silly piece of defending from the Science player there, taking the player off his feet into the air. We'll have a quick replay on what really unfolded there. So this is what happened. Kodikara collecting it. Well, it was Lakmina rather, and this was that dangerous tackle coming in from the Science player. He just twisted him over.
Now they shall Lienike will look to maximize it with a kick and takes his team near the 30-meter mark. Few changes coming in for Science College.
A change for Science as their number 21 Ishan Samarasinghe goes out and he's been replaced. I beg your pardon, it was Ravin Edirisuriya who has been taken down for Science, taken out by Science, and Adish Yashan comes in his place. Changes being made by Science as Avane Kanayaka puts in another line out throw which was turned over by Science. Science with possession now. Science on the attack, and they found a way to get into the Antonian half. That was a brilliant run from the Science number 14 there, Mintula Abedir. Science going out wide here. Have a man on the outside, and St. Anthony's desperately trying to drag him out of touch, but failing to do so. Science now slowly and steadily trying to head into that 22. Have numbers on the outside. Pereira goes in. Science are still 2 tries and 2 conversions down. They have to score here. 22 minutes to go in the game as per our clock. St. Anthony's has been enjoying the lead for quite a few while. And that was a penalty being awarded to Science. They will go for that touch finder. And that is a good one from Science as they take play just 5 meters away from the in-goal area. A lot of work has to be done from the Antonian defense. This move started off from a very poor line-out throw from Avane Kanayaka, which resulted in Science coming all the way into the Antonian half, and they make a penalty. And now they are within the reach of the whitewash. Here's Science. Here's the scrum off. Who takes the ball out? Can Science cut the deficit? Here's Tharush Galagi. Science with space. Science with the ball. St. Anthony's trying to steal it.
Three penalties for Science. Left corner, middle and right corner. 3 penalties. But takes a quick tap. And this time has he been held up, but referee says that's a try, and that's Damita Silva. So that's another Amana Bank try for Science College, scored by Damita Silva. Antonians, penalties have finally been caught by the Science big number 8. Number 5 on the jersey, but plays at number 8. Damita Silva goes over. The conversion from Pereira, good, and 2 more points to Science. 14-21. Game on here at Mount Lavinia.
Just 7 points separating the sides. St. Anthony's had the opportunity. It was their line out throw inside the Science 22. And Avaneka Nayak overcooked it, allowing Science to get their back position. And a brilliant run from Minula Abedi took Science inside the Antonian half, inside the Antonian 40-meter mark. And from there on, it was about Science being patient and taking play forward. As St. Anthony's tried to take the ball away, and this time a good charge in from the Antonians to that kick. Have allowed them to steal the ball out of nowhere from Science court. Here's Kodikara now, and Kodikara could have been a bit more patient. And there is no one there to collect that ball. This will be a foot race between Kalpa Lakmina and the Science number 14, Rintu Kadabari. And Rintu Kadabari has scored a try for Science there. Their third Amana Bank try. What a chase that was. Where was the Antonian defense?
Yeah, they were fully on the attack. And that pass from Vimukti Kodikara going forward, and Science playing that advantage as Mahabudage put the pass, but number 15 Kalpa Lakmina couldn't stop. So did the skipper Tisanayaka couldn't stop. Ritnu Kadabari as he went over. Oh my, 2 minutes, 2 tries. Science are back, and a big conversion for skipper Dirwan Pereira. Huge one in the context of the game. And kicks look good, and it goes over, and that's 2 more points for Science, and it's a 21-all deadlock here at Mount Lavinia. And Science riding on that momentum after scoring that try to Damsi Silva, and now to Ritnu Kadabari.
The pendulum has shifted out of nowhere. Since Danish been taken off the field, Science capitalized on every opportunity that they got, and they caught the Antonian defense off guard twice, allowing them to score twice, and both were converted, and they have equalized proceedings here at Mount Lavinia. What an end to this game that we are going to witness here. 16 minutes to go, 21 points each. Avaneka Nayak has not been up to standard throughout the game. Can't afford to lose the ball from here. Here's Ekanaika. This time a better line out throw. Deshan Lianage goes back. Knocked forward. Or is it? Science have won the ball. Science have possession now. Science are barging into the 22 St. Anthony's. Some have taken the ball away, but there will be a knock forward advantage. A scrum in favor of Science. Antonians under immense pressure here. Oh my. This game has turned on its head. This is exactly what we were talking about. Science have this knack of getting into the game in the final 25 minutes. That is exactly what they've done here as well. Here's Science taking the ball out of the scrum. Huge support coming from the sidelines as Dirwan Pereira steps in through the defense of St. Anthony's. Line offside will be a penalty for the Science players. They are playing on advantage here. Methuvedri Singh clearing the ball off the grounds. We will go back to the previous infringement from the Antonians. And the Antonian number 3 is being called by the referee Gihanna Yatavara. It is Saneth Ratnayaka who has caught offside, and Science opting to go at the post. With the scores being equal, if this goes in, Science will get the lead for the first time in the game. Deruan Pereira, one of the highest point scorers, scored a try early on and has the opportunity to give the lead for the boys from Mount Lavinia. Still winless, both the teams. If this goes in, will give Science a huge chance to win the game. Dilruan Pereira with an important spot kick, and Pereira's kick is good. Science goes 3 points up from the Antonians. What a turnaround this is. Within a matter of a few minutes, Science from 7 points have gone on to score 24 points in the game. 13 minutes to go, and St. Anthony's under the pump here.
What a change into this game. 21-7 leading, and now trailing 24-21. St. Anthony's has lost that momentum after that injury to Mohammad Talish, and they are still shocked and just need to calm themselves down and continue to play the way they played, as Leonage restarts the kick with a long one. Good selection, and then a fumble from the Science player, and this is the opportunity for the Antonians. They have gifted the opportunity. They have to take the maximum out of it.
What an opportunity for the Antonians to get the lead back. They've lost the ball forward from similar positions, but they can't afford to do that here again, as Omita Disanaika, who has taken the side step, and it'll be the number 21 Ishan Samar Singh who will take up the duty of feeding this ball in from the skipper. Here's Samar Singh under pressure, collects it out. Leonage to Kodikar to Randir Pereira. Randir Pereira has been brought down to the ground. Samar Singh again, and here's the big number 4 Dinuka Jasundar. St. Anthony still with possession, have to be patient here. There's 12 more minutes left in the game. They don't have to show urgency. All they have to do is keep play intact, keep possession, try to inch forward, try to move penalties. St. Anthony's from prime position, looking to get the lead back. Here's Ishan Samarasinghe. Good defensive work from Science, not giving any space for the Antonians. And St. Anthony's have pushed them forward, and now they are inches away. Here's their number 4 Dinuka Jayasundar, brought down just in front of that whitewash, and finally patience has paid off for the Antonians. Was it Lakmina or was it Dinuka Jayasundar who scored that try? Seems like it is Dinuka Jayasundar who goes over for yet another Amana Bank try for the Antonians, as Lakmina has the easiest job in the world to add 2 more points onto the score tally. End-to-end stuff this is at the Science College grounds, and Lakmina makes no mistake. What a game he is having here at Mount Lavinia. And St. Anthony's have got the lead back with a try and a conversion. They go 5 points up, or rather 4 points up from Science. This is the replay of that try being scored.
Number 4 went in, and then the big number 1 was the one who went over. Dinuka Jayasundar did all the hard work. He was shot, and then Etsara collected the ball and went over. And now that fumble by Science College costed them 7 points. And now with the lead, the Antonians need to get this ball cleared out, but they allow the ball to bounce, and that goes into the touch, and Antonian ball to this line out.
This will be a pressure line out throw for Avan Ekanaika, defensive one. St. Anthony's have just got the lead back courtesy of that try from Shevin Netsar. And Ekanaika's line out throw is good. St. Anthony's have somehow managed to keep the ball intact as Ekanaika goes into center field, and seems like Science have stole possession here. Brilliant work from the home side. St. Anthony is under immense pressure. Could have just opted to clear the lines. Could have looked to create some space and get that clearance kick out. But that was not supposed to happen for the Antonians. And Science inside the Antonian 22. Just having conceded a try from the other end. They have the heavier set of forwards. St. Anthony's have the lead. Science goes out wide. Here's Akila Rajapaksa being brought down. What a finish. What a finish. We are heading into 8 minutes to go. St. Anthony's with a 4-point lead. Science inching towards that whitewash to get the lead back. And a lovely, lovely work from the Antonian Sanet Ratnaik to take that ball away. St. Anthony's have a penalty coming their way as well. Line was caught offside. This is brilliant from Sanet Ratnaik, wasn't it? Out of nowhere, just grabbing the ball out of the hands of that Science player.
Yeah, that was the number 9 Idris Singh looking to run past Ratnaik, but he was smart there. But all started with St. Anthony's trying to run from their own try line, lateral line, just needed to kick it out and face the next phase. But then they lost the ball, and then Science College came back strong with a few phases, and finally Ratnaik coming to rescue the Antonians.
Ekanaika slots in a good line out through. Leonage gets the ball, goes out to the Kodikara. Kodikara moving forward. Kodikara gets into the Science 50. St. Anthony's. Lakmina there to Leonage. Leonage goes out wide to their number 11, Damsara. And I beg your pardon, it was Darshana. And St. Anthony's. Have got themselves a penalty again. Costly error from Science as Deshan Leonage has the simplest of jobs to get some good meters with this touch finder, but that kick ended up being dead.
Changes also coming in for Science, taking out Idris Singh, bringing in Met Madhu. And Antonians, when they needed just to kick it out, they overcooked that kick. Now the pressure's on for the Antonians. Last 5 minutes in play, 4 points.
This is generally the time where we select that Swiss-Tech player of the match, but we will have to wait for a few more minutes because this has been a very close encounter. Could end up in any way at the end of the game, and Science with possession. St. Anthony's with the territory advantage, and St. Anthony's does ever so well to win the ball back. Lianage has another opportunity. This time he will know that he won't overcook. All he has to do is gain some good meters here. And all St. Anthony's has to do is be patient. But Lianage opts to take it quick. Goes across field. Is there anyone to chase it down? Good defense. Wonder what Lianage was trying to do there. Clock is running out. ThePapare has the ball. They'll be looking to gain some good meters with this kick. 3 minutes to go. 4 points is what the lead stands at. St. Anthony's making a quick change as Oshad, I beg your pardon, as Binan Vitanagi makes his way into the field. St. Anthony's will look to contest this line out. They have the lead, but Science have themselves possession. The line out throw has to be good. Anxious final few minutes here at Mount Lavinia. Both teams haven't won a game yet, and both teams have the chance to win a game here. Here's the hooker, Tarusha Galagi, with the line out throw. Science somehow holding on to possession here. Goes into the center. St. Anthony's have to do the defensive work here. Science goes outside, and that is the Science number 7, and good tackle there coming in from the hump. Science inside the Antonian 50. Still a long way to go, but one bright spot could change the game on his head for Science yet again. Good run there from Science in prime position now. St. Anthony's can't afford to make a mistake here. Here's a Galagi going out wide. Science with few side steps have gone into the Antonian 22, and we will go back to a previous penalty advantage that Science had.
Last few minutes, they have to go for the corner. ThePapare just having a glance at Coach Colin Denish, and he thumbs it into the corner. Big line out in this game. 70 minutes approaching, all to play for, and it all comes down to this line out. Crucial that St. Anthony's can spoil this line out, as they have to get out of their red zone. All to play for. Big line out coming in, and replacement hooker Hansakali Enarachi has to get this line out on spot for Science. 6-man line out, overthrows it, and a knock forward from the jumper. Antonians just need to kick this out, shows and goes from Ishan Samarasinghe. The ball goes out.
Is there still time left in the game? Yes, there is. St. Anthony's have a scrum with a 4-point lead. A nerve-wracking end for this all-important clash. There was a knock-forward advantage for the Antonians. The young replacement, Ishan Samarasinghe, has a heavy ask from his end. A defensive scrum for the Antonians. All they have to do is collect the ball out of the scrum, kick the ball out, and that will be full time. Heavy charge from the Science players, but referee Kihani Atavar clearly instructing them to hold on to their feet as Samra Singh waiting with patience to feed the ball in. Pressure, anxious few moments for both the teams. Samra Singh to Leonage to Lakhmina. Lakhmina found some space, still on his court. The ball is, and St. Anthony's are trying to go from their own half. That was their number 16. And this is Samara Singh now. To Leonage. Leonage puts the ball to Boot, puts it out. And that should be full time, or is it? There is one more phase left in the game. Alright, 1 minute more. What a end we've had, Nirhan.
Yeah, it's all to play for. Final minute, says referee Atavara. And now Tharusha Galage with the feed in, throw into this line out. Things are heating up here at the Science College grounds. And St. Anthony's contesting that line out and winning the ball. And they have to get...
Interesting call from the Anthony's going for that scrum. Probably the time has run out.
30 seconds is the call. Just need to play a few faces out and then kick it out is what's the call. Antonians knows that this is the scrum that they need to get it right. Just a few faces and then you kick it out. Need to run down the clock.
Here's Samara Singh feeding that ball in heavy from Science, collected by that Antonian forward. Ball still with the Antonians. A few seconds to go. Few seconds to end this game. Here's Kodikara now with possession, barging in to that Science defense. Leonage, or rather Randy Pereira, puts the ball to Boot. Does it go out of play? Goes deep though. And now it has gone out. And that will be full time. Finally, on a sunny Sunday, St. Anthony's have found a way to win their first game of the season. And this win will ease a lot of nerves going into that bowl segment. They have their first win, but on the other end, Science have lost another close encounter. But what a game we've had, and we have to select that Swiss Tech player of the match. And for me personally, I think it is Kalpa Lakhmina who has made the difference. But I hope you will agree with me as well.
Yeah, Kalpa Lakhmina, the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match. But honorable mentions should go to Sanith Ratnayak, also played a brilliant game. And look, that win matters to that small Anthonians, the young ones running in and congratulating their big brothers. And a huge win for St. Anthony's. That's gonna relieve a lot of stress that the Anthonians had, that they take 6 points to the ball segment and just on the top 3 in that bowl segment. So Science College yet again losing bonus point, and their struggle to get a win still continues.
That is a positive sign for Science getting that losing bonus point. So that puts them ahead of the likes of Vidyartha, because Vidyartha have only managed to get 5 points. With this losing bonus point, Science will go up to 6 points, and this is the full-time score. St. Anthony's 28, Science 24. Could have been different. It wasn't easy for the Antonians. They had a cushion of a 14-point lead, but they let that slip away in a matter of few minutes, and Science came back hard into the game. But end of the day, it is the Antonians. And finally, after playing 4 home games, losing all 4 games, St. Anthony's have won their first game away from home. And these are the highlights from the second half.
Yeah, it was the Antonians who scored first. That's through Shevit Netsara. And then Tamita Silva scored for the Science outfit. And this is where the momentum shifted towards Science College. Then Ritnuka Dabare made that chase and put the pressure on Kapalakmina. And he scored. And Pereira did the conversion perfectly to make it 21 all. And then another penalty to take the lead. First time in the game, Science taking the lead. And just before the end of the game, Shevin Netsara went over to clinch that game. So with that, St. Anthony's gets the victory. Key stats 24 points to 28, 3 tries for Science, 3 conversions and a penalty. And for St. Anthony's, 4 tries, 4 conversions to go through. And the perfect player of the match, the Swiss Tech perfect player of the match, Kapalakmina of St. Anthony's, clinching that accolade to cap off the first round with a victory. So that concludes our coverage from Science College grounds here in Mount Lavinia. And from myself and Kevin Dhananjan and the technical and the production teams, we bid you goodbye and have a pleasant evening.
Stand by for opener.
Sri Lanka's #1 sports channel, ThePapare.
3, 2, 1, roll.
This is Sri Lankaවේ අංකික ක්‍රීඩා නාලිකාව ThePapare සමග.
Welcome back to ThePapare.
Welcome to the live broadcast from ThePapare.
Good luck, guys. Good luck, everyone.
ThePapare, Sri Lanka's #1 television sports channel.
Creamy richness redefined. Smooth, soft, spreadable. Introducing Fondre with canola and sunflower oil.
Ramen පාරක් දාමුද?
මෙතන
මෙතන විතරක් නෙමෙයි. ඕනෙම තැනක රාමෙන්.
හඳුන්වාදන මෙල්බන් ස්නැකර්ස් කොරියන් රාමෙන් සේවරි විස්කට්. රාමෙන් සැරට සෙට් වෙන්න.
විහිළු නෙමෙයි. ටෝකියෝ සුපර් ඕන වැඩකට සුපර්.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Keep sweating. Keep pushing the limits. Keep stepping up your game. Keep shining. Keep rising. No matter what your fitness goal is, we are always there by you, with you. Iodex, get, spray, go.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
Hello everyone, Shai Zumbri here. The Schools Rugby League Selangana Hamotama, Subabatana, all the very best. Good luck.
Samada Saman, Samada Suin.
ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එක.
බයද? ඒවටත් බෙහෙත් අපි ළඟ තියෙනවා. ඉඳගන්න.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්න දැනෙන රස.
තව ඉන්ජෙක්ෂන් එකක් ගහමුද?
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Our mountains are majestic. They can be life-giving. Some are even sacred, and their heights bear marks of our heritage. Our mountains elevate us. To us, they are ever inspiring.
Bring that inspiration home. Lanka Tiles. Fine living. Redefined.
Saratama enjoy කරන්න party එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Maliban lemon puff puff. Lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff. හැම සිතක්ම පිපිදේ. රස lemon රසයේ. ජීවිතයම මිහිරයි. Maliban lemon puff puff. Lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff. Maliban lemon puff. Chilven lemon. නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun තමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
එක පැත්තකින් වාගෙනදී තව පැත්තකින් මතුවෙනවා. මේ ටයිල් එක බෑ. දෙක තුනක් කැඩිලත් එක්ක. චමරි අක්කා.
ජීවිත කාලය පුරාම අල්ලන් ඉන්න නම් ටයිල් අල්ලන්න ඕන ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව්.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ටයිල් ඇඩිසිව් අල්ලන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
German engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
දවසම refresh when the train එකට go.
Black Night Go. Pocket perfume. Youth එකට go එකක්.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
කොහෙන් හරි කමන්නේ ෆොටෝ එක තිබ්බනම් මට මේ බිත්තියේ කැත වහගන්න තිබ්බා.
චමරි අක්කා.
පිටියට ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝඩ් ගාලා ෆිනිෂ් කළා නම් ඔය ප්‍රශ්න මුකුත් නැහැ.
ස්විස් ටෙක් ස්කිම් කෝට් ෆිනිෂ් එකට හොඳම කෙනා.
Love rugby.
Live rugby.
Prima Kotumi. Fun තමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
නව රෙක්සෝනා ස්පෝර්ට්ස් ඩිෆෙන්ස් 72 hours order protection සමගින් පිරිමින් සඳහාමයි.
Follow your dreams, achieve your goals. With every step, let your story unfold. In this world you will shine, just believe it's your time. Sky is the ultimate limit, never can you stop any day.
Chase your dream career with eSoft Metro Campus.
Hi, I'm Lavinia. I'm here to wish you all the very best for the School Rugby League. So make sure to have fun and reach your potential. Enjoy.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.
දවසම ෆ්‍රෙෂ් වෙන්න O3 Spirit and Freedom perfumed body spray.
Boss, you're the one who lifted this company to where it is today, ne? Your work is so well organized and your capability really shines through it.
While you're working hard to earn your yearly bonus, save money with Commercial Bank's Power Bonus. Open an account with just 5,000 rupees and earn bonus interest every 3 months straight.
Hi, I'm Heshan Jensen. 2025 School Rugby season එකට සහභාගී වෙන හැමෝටම සුබ පතනවා. All the very best.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
The road is yours. German-engineered tires for Sri Lankan roads. Seat car radials. The road is yours.
වතුරත් ලීක් වෙලා. ස්ලැබ් එකත් ඉවරයි. බලන්නකො දැන් සාලේ කැත. චමරි.
ස්විස්ටෙක් ඇක්වාෂීල් 2K waterproof දැම්මා නම් වතුර කාන්දු වෙන්නෙත් නෑ. හිතටත් නිදහස්.
Swistek Aquashield 2K waterproofer. සීල් කරන්න හොඳම කෙනා.
Park Avenue, long-lasting fragrance, unshakable confidence.
Some bonds last a lifetime. Nippon Cement.
උස්වත්ත පවුලින් හඳුන්වා දෙන රස ඇබ්බැහිය චර්පි චිප්ස් රිදෙන්නේ දැනෙන රස.